Alright, let's try another sample problem with sex-linked traits. Now normally I'm not going to tell you whether a trait is sex-linked or not. There are kind of four big examples we use in this unit, being colorblind is a sex-linked trait, muscular dystrophy is a sex-linked trait, white eyes in fruit flies is a sex-linked trait. As well as hemophilia, which is a blood clotting disorder. These are the four big examples of sex-linked traits that we'll talk about throughout the genetics unit. These are classic examples. So let's take a look at this sample problem. First, let's find the important information. In this problem, I want to know what the offspring are from an expected marriage between a colorblind man and a woman who is a carrier for color blindness but has normal vision. So let's try and set this up. First of all, let's establish our allele key. We know that normal vision is dominant over recessive and that this is sex-linked, so our key is going to have our XX chromosome in it, where capital B is normal vision, and having a lowercase b would mean color blindness. Okay, step one, let's write out the phenotypes of the parents I'm crossing. So I have a colorblind man, and I'm using the symbols for male and female. Colorblind male crossed with a normal female. And I'm going to put in parentheses here that she is a carrier because that tells us some important information. The fact that she's a carrier tells us that she is heterozygous for the colorblind allele. Let's write out the genotypes. Males have the genotype XY, females XX. Let's consider what kind of alleles they have on those chromosomes. Because this is sex-linked, this trait is only found on the X sex chromosome. So the male has only one copy. Since he's colorblind, he has the little b allele, the colorblind allele. The female is normal, which means she has at least one copy of the dominant allele, which gives her normal vision, but she's also a carrier, which means that she must have one of the little alleles, one of the colorblind allele. Now let's write out our possible gametes. The sex chromosomes segregate during meiosis so that the sperm either contain X with the colorblind allele or a Y chromosome. For the female, her eggs either contain the dominant normal vision allele or the recessive colorblind allele, one or the other. Now I want to see what the offspring look like, so I need to Alright, here's my Punnett square. I'm going to put one parent across the top, one parent down the side. So here's dad across the top, and the female's gametes down the side. Let's now fill in my Punnett square and see what the results are. Go ahead and do this on your sheet as I go along and do it as well. Dominant allele always gets listed first. Now let's take a look at what these children actually look like. So I have two females in this scenario. Recall that the chance of having a boy or girl is 50-50. So I have a female here and here. This female is homozygous. Homozygous for the dominant trait, meaning that she has normal vision and she is not a carrier. This female, XX, has normal vision because she has at least one copy of the dominant trait for normal vision, but because she has this little b as the second allele, it means that she is a carrier for color blindness. She's the carrier for the colorblind allele, which means that there's a chance that her children will in fact be colorblind. In terms of the males, I have a male here and here. This male has normal vision because his one copy of the vision allele is normal. This male is colorblind because his single copy of the vision allele is recessive, meaning that he has color blindness. So if I then go ahead and answer the question that's being asked of me, for part B, it says what % of female offspring are carriers? Well, 50%. There are two female offspring. And of those female offspring, one is a carrier. So 1 out of 2, which equals 50% of those female offspring are carriers.